FrankieWuzHere. Here. Sorry, I just attacked there. Clicked on my screen. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and start by picking up quite a few items around Firelink Shrine. Now, once you get to Firelink Shrine, there are a ton of items around here. You just have to walk around and pick them up. Items like humanity. I believe there's Homeward Bones, which is what we're going to use up ahead. Firebombs are an incredibly powerful item in the game. You can use them to blow up stuff like exploding barrels, things that could possibly cause risk to you. If you're new to the game, you definitely want to join this guy's covenant. The reason for this is when you're in the, I believe it's the Way of the White. I accidentally declined. But when you're in the covenant, you have a decreased chance of being invaded. If I remember right, and an increased chance of co-op. So, you also can learn a pretty cool gesture, which, if you don't know already, Dark Souls, you can't talk to people, so gestures are kind of your big way of telling someone how you feel. If you invade someone and they're a complete jerk, or they invade you and they're a complete jerk, you can do, well, what is it? Point to the ground, tell them they're trash, have fun with it. So, we're going to jump over here. If I did not fail to jump, I'm too used to Dark Souls 3 where you click on the different key to jump. Anyway, you hold down B, and you click it to jump in Dark Souls 1. Thankfully, none of these chests are mimics, and you can just pick up all the items in here. I believe Homeward Bone is in one of these. Cracked red eye orbs. Avoid using them if you're a new player. What they do is you'll invade another player's world, and basically, yeah, you fight against them. And if you're not very skilled at the game or you're very new, you'll end up getting killed because they often summon people to help them out. So, Homeward Bone is a very, very, very important item in the game. I probably use it more than my Estus. So, what Homeward Bone does is, I'll go ahead and use it as an example right here. Well, it just showed you what it does, so I won't waste one. You use it and you can basically go all the way back to the bonfire you were at last. Without losing your souls, without losing your humanity, without losing anything. You cannot use this item, however, if someone is currently invading you, you're being invaded, etc. So, okay, I think I made a mistake. Yes, I did. I made a mistake. Anyway, if I had a heater shield, which is what you would have if you started as a knight or a warrior, I would have been able to block their attack. I got a little overconfident, and I forgot the zone. I haven't played in over a year or so, Dark Souls 1. So, now that I died, remember, I got killed. I got killed by enemies that are more powerful than me, that have a lot more health, etc. But, you just gotta keep calm. You die, you admit it, and you keep moving on. So, now we have all the souls and the humanity again. Now, if you use the humanity to become human, and you die, you don't get that humanity back that you used. So, I have the number 1 up here, but if I were to turn human, that would turn to 0, and I would turn human, because it costs 1 humanity to turn human. Which will allow me to summon people, be invaded, and some other things, I believe. Yeah, be invaded by NPCs as well, which is a very cool thing if you want to collect certain items they give you. So, now that we picked up at least the items that I care about in Firelink Shrine for now, we're going to go ahead and head down here. Now, this is requiring you to have the master key to do this. So, we're going to head down here, and there should be an elevator. Or, pardon, there is an elevator, always here. Unless you go down it and don't click the switch again. So, we're going to bump onto the elevator, and it will bring us down. I wish I knew how to edit music. I would put elevator music in at this point. But, there we go. Right over here, there should be an item, a soul, I believe. Yep, another soul. Now, consumable souls are very good because don't use them unless you're close to a bonfire or you need to buy something from an NPC. Because when you die, you do not lose those souls. So if you run forward and try to pick up an item and it ends up being a really big soul and you die, it's not too bad. You still have some souls you can use to level up. Now, most of the time, these little boxes with people have items in them. They're transient curse. What this item will do is there are ghosts up ahead. This is a part that's going to be a little bit difficult. If you die here, don't feel bad. You know, you can run back again. It's basically a little suicide mission. But Transient Curse will allow you to hit these ghosts. You can only attack them if your character itself is cursed, using a ghost weapon, which they drop. I believe it's like the Crimson... I don't even know the name of it. Won't even try. Anyway, and I believe you can't even block them without Transient Curse being active. But this item right here is the whole reason we're going down in this location. So you're going to want to run forward, pick up the Firekeeper soul, and use your Homeward Bone. That will make it so you don't lose the humanity you have, or your souls. In my case, honestly could have just died, because the Homeward Bone's worth like 800 souls, I believe, from the store, so it would have been a lot better for me just to die. But, what we got there was what you call a Firekeeper soul. These are incredibly important. Do not use this like that. Do not use it. What this does is you see our Estus flask. I believe it heals 500 at its current level right now, which we have 594 health, so that's pretty good. But let's say we had like 1 health left. You can talk to Firekeepers and reinforce your flask to make it +1. Now it actually heals you more health. Now, you might think at the beginning that's not too important, but if I grew up like 4 points of vitality, now that would actually be a pretty significant difference. Remember, we're going to go down this way, but remember to click the switch so you don't fall to your death. I've had too many deaths that way. Normally when I go down this elevator and I go to leave it, I click on the switch in the middle real quick, like that, and then I'll go and go out the door. But we're going to go ahead and down here, and I'll show what I mean by that. It will help not die this way. But we're going to keep Homeward Bone, keep. And right there's the exit, so we're going to run like this. Now the elevator will go back up. If we need to bring it back down, we can click that switch over there. So, let's go ahead forward. Now instead of going towards the ruins again, which is honestly a really fun place. Quick note, if you do grow up in magic and you're a filthy magic user, you can talk to this friendly guy, and he'll help you craft your gear into magic, which will make it so it scales with intellect. He'll sell you spells. I believe he sells you catalyst as well. He has a unique armor set. So, we walk over here. Now, this is where you can decide if you want to go into a very fun area. Lighttown, namely. I love Lighttown so much. We're going to be going there. But, and the other area you can go to is say hello to Mr. Oh, just a note, spoilers. You will see a lot of surprises that will happen in the game. And if you want to experience them firsthand, which I would highly recommend, even though, you know, make so I don't have an extra person watching, don't watch, please. Make it better for you. Now, I like this little spot, but basically you might notice. Oh, look, it's a dragon. There's me and my friend Zach like to call him. They call him Dargans. So, oh look, it's dead, right? No, it's not. Don't let it fool you. But now there are some items in here. I believe this is the one I want to pick up. No, it's not. So that's the Soul of Proud Knight. What we want to do here is I want to pick up this item. Pick up this item. And now, okay, we died. But, you know, we died. We only lost a few amount of souls. The main thing I wanted to get was this shield, I believe. Because I believe it's a lot better than my one. I'll check that out. We're going to be going back down there. Dragon Crest Shield. Yes. It weighs 3, but it has 100% scaling on physical resistance, which makes it incredibly powerful. Now, our equipment load is still below 25%, so we can still quick roll, which is very important for me. Late game, I medium roll, and I'm completely fine with that, which means I'm a little bit below 50% of my max equipment load. But in the early game, when I don't use a great sword and I don't use a great shield, I like to be able to roll to dodge attacks, because I can't stagger my enemies or block all of their attacks. So, as you notice, the elevator again, it's a lot better because we can we didn't have to wait to click on the elevator again. So let's do that again, in case we do end up dying, which hopefully we don't. It's proof that my skills are very rusty that I died to the dragon. Just right there, I feel really bad about that. Anyway, moving forward. Not really sure what to fill up the spots that I'm just running forward with. So I'll give a little bits of information, I guess. Shields are very important in the game because they allow you to block damage. Now, you'll notice on your shield, I can actually show this, it's very, very important. You'll notice on the right, damage reduction. When you're blocking, this is only when you're blocking, you have this damage reduction. Now, the stat at the bottom, stability, you'll notice that's 55 on our shield, is basically how much stamina gets drained as you block. Now, this guy is really weak because you can just go like this. And he mainly breathes poison, so he's kind of a joke. I just got hit by his one physical attack. Anyway, stability is very important because on stuff like Great Shields, you have a high amount of stability, meaning you hardly lose stamina for blocking. Mostly important shield I use is the Great Shield Oratorius. My favorite shield in the whole game, and you can just block almost any boss's attack with that. Now, this is an area I wouldn't recommend going to unless you're a little bit more skilled, because you do have to run past these dragons, which can just completely and utterly destroy you. Sorry, not dragons, they're drapes. Someone's gonna get mad at me. Anyway, you run over this way, and you're gonna be getting yourself an incredibly, incredibly powerful shield. I just noticed the whole reason I was going here was for that shield, and I got the dragon shield. I didn't even need to go dragon shield. So, the shield up here is the crest shield in all of its glory. This shield is amazing. It is powerful. It is so good. If you're new to the game, do not light this bonfire. You will be you're pretty much stuck here, and you will not like it. Now up here, there's a friendly little knight. So let's run past him and pick up that shield. There you go. We got what we needed. We'll just punish this guy so you don't hitting us. And then I'll leave him alone. Actually, I'll see if I can get him to jump off the ledge. Okay, I messed up. Anyway. I just don't want to lose that humanity, so I'll use Homeward Bone. Now we got the shield we want. Now, why is the shield so good? It weighs just only, I think it's 3 or 2.5. It's 3. Now, compare it to our shield we have right now. Less stability, less physical resistance, more magic resistance, more lightning, but altogether it's pretty much worse, right? That's where you're wrong, partly. See the green aura around us. Now we have increased stamina regeneration, meaning we can actually regenerate stamina faster, as you see. We run forward, and it's back up. The cool thing about this is, let's say you're using a two-handed weapon and you don't want to block with a shield. Even on your back, it does the same thing. Your stamina regen is increased. This shield is incredibly, incredibly powerful. There's a ring that does it as well. There's some moss that does it. You can eat, and it lasts for, I believe it's a minute. And there's a mask that does it. I believe they all stack, actually. Additively, not multiply, if I am correct on that. I'll have to look it up. But now we're still only level 4, but now we have 25% increased stamina regen, and we also heal for 100 more with our healing item, making it so that even if we do die, we're not losing, like, extra souls, but we can use all those souls that we've gotten. Now, after thinking about it, I won't go down to Blighttown right now. I can show it later, just because normally I rush down to Blighttown to kill Quillog once I have like a +3 weapon. But I'm going to be going in order of what mostly newer players will go through. Also, quick little side note, do not try to attack this guy. He's the Crestfallen Warrior, and he's incredibly awesome. He will kick your butt. So, we leveled up in Vitality from 10 to 15, I think it was, and now we have a lot more health. So if you look, our health is 682. Now that 500 to 600 health actually matters when we're close to death. Anyway, I believe, let's see how much time I have on this one. Yeah, I believe that's the end of episode 2. I know it wasn't very action-filled, but it's just showing you what good things you can get with the Master Key at the start of the game. You can also go to Blighttown to get yourself another Firekeeper soul, but spoilers, that will cause a very close Firekeeper to die. One that you really don't want to die until later on. Well, you never want to die, but still. Alright, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed or learned something, or, well, yeah, I already said enjoyed. So, please continue watching if you'd like, and I'll see you guys in the next episode where we will go forward and make our way to the Taurus Demon and fight and kill him. Goodbye.